Wow, this place has everything. These are stamps. Books. I saw something I love. Look at these. Oh, I love these. Yep.
I'm getting ready to turtle you up.
Okay.
Dragging out myself or something.
Yes, do it. Oh my God, but I'm hiding.
Why are you hiding? I am John at Ryan's Relic. I'm a head designer of Ryan's Relic. I do all the displays. We have all kind of wonderful goodies. Come by and see us. Thank you.
See anything wrong with her. She doesn't have a price tag on it. Oh, that's right. Hi everyone, this is Cindy with Mimi's Treasure Cottage, and I'm spending the day with Karina. I actually forgot to film an intro before. I've actually been here a couple days, and we've been having so much fun. I only filmed a little bit prior to today, but today we're getting ready to go to her hospital sale that she talks about, and then I'm going to go help her at her church rummage sale. Before heading back to Adamstown. So that was the whole point of this trip. That's where I'm at, and I'm excited to get the day started. That's cool. I have a guy very much like him.
This is wax.
Is it really?
Yeah. It's like the last time I was here. I thought the painting was pretty, but the entire thing is wax.
Oh.
And I thought that was a nice piece of sgraffito there.
Oh, it's kind of neat. I grabbed a little box already.
Okay, and I got something for you. If you want it.
That is nice. It looks like it's probably a hobbyist piece, but it looks like a really good, you know, or a craftsman's piece. Are you done with all the green flower frogs for
I
you?
just grabbed it for
Oh, well, thank you. What else did you find?
you. Just a couple pieces of clothing.
That's kind of neat. Thank you. I saw a little bookmark over there with a monogram on it. Of course, it was newer though, but it made me think of you. I'm like,
Oh yeah, I think I saw that. I'm gonna go look at the clothes.
oh, there's that black on the back. I'm throwing stuff all over the place. Either that or just jumping off the shelves at me. We'll go with that.
Right, yeah, sometimes we don't know.
Oh, you're fine. Thank you. Do I need more fabric? Oh, that's really pretty. What's that? Gold. Let's fill a bag. Hey everyone, it's Cindy with Mimi's Treasure Cottage, and I'm going to share with you the great haul that I got from the hospital sale that Karina took me to. She often goes to this sale and gets some really good bargains, and I guess they do it for a number of weeks, and then at the very end they offer half price on big items or fill a bag for $10. So I picked up a whole bag full of stuff. I did also buy some things that I bought for just half price, and I will also film those and stick those in here somewhere, but I'm doing all of my trip videos one right after the other in the order that they are in my car. So I'll be piecing these things together. You just have to bear with me. Anyway, this is the stuff that I picked up from the hospital sale, all in one bag. So I was really tickled to find this. This is depression glass. I don't know who the maker is. I'm not that well versed in it, but I had my UV light with me and I shined it on there and it glowed, and I thought it was very elegant. It is not elegant glass, but I thought that the style of it was very elegant. So, you know, fill a bag, it glowed, I picked it up. Of course, this little guy, he was made in Japan. He does have a little chip on his paw. But very cute, made in Japan. So I grabbed him. And Karina brought this over for me, this little baby flower frog. Isn't it adorable? So yeah, thanks for that. I love these. This thing I grabbed because I saw this on it, and that was old. And so, you know, I wanted to see what was in it. So let's see together what's in this thing. Oh, they stapled through it. Don't you love when that happens? It wasn't as exciting as all that. It's the same on both sides. And then there's a little thread here. And then just a whole bunch of needles that were actually, I think they're on a shoulder pad. Yeah, but fill a bag. I wasn't out anything trying to see what that was, so you know, worked out okay. I was really drawn to this box, and I was trying to be selective in things that I picked up until I was like, you know what? Does it even matter? It's fill a bag. If I don't decide I want it, I can pass it on. I can redonate it. Of course, I'm all about the trim, and I like vintage trim. I don't think that this is terribly vintage, but I still liked the trim. I thought it was pretty, so I put that in my bag. I also put this in my bag because, you know, we were filling a bag, so I might as well. Look, it's very pretty. This is really gorgeous. This is a vintage, maybe even antique dresser tray. And it's in excellent condition. It is a little dirty, needs to be cleaned up a bit, but it's gorgeous. It is Bavarian, made in Germany. And there's the mark on the back. But look at her, isn't she pretty? So I have a goal someday. I have somewhere a Rolodex machine, you know what I'm talking about, that I have wanted to start making mixed media Rolodex cards for and filling it up. And so I found this package of Rolodex cards that were blank. So I'm like, well, that goes right along. I'll grab those for the studio. We picked up a couple pieces of this fabric because I really liked it for artwork. This is not something that I think I normally gravitate towards. However, I have been with my other art friends for projects together, and they will pull out fabric similar to this, and I'm like, ooh. So I decided it's fill a bag. I might as well grab some for myself to use somewhere down the line. So yeah, let's grab that. There's 2 pieces of those. He's vintage. I don't know how vintage, but I can tell he's definitely got a little bit of age on him. So I grabbed him. And he had a friend. So I grabbed his friend. And I'm actually thinking of doing a project in the fall because I'm going to start teaching classes at my studio, and they are going to be classes that you all will be able to participate in as well. I have to get the logistics down, but I will do them as Zoom live classes. So I can have people in my studio and I can have people live as well via Zoom. So one of the projects is using little vintage baby shoes to make a little sculpture out of. So so I grabbed these because, you know, people might need some. This is not something that I would have normally picked up, especially because they originally had $7 a piece on them. But look at how pretty these little silver filigree things are. I'm betting they're plated. I haven't really looked hard for any kind of a hallmark, but if they lasted this long, chances are really good that they're just plated. But nonetheless, I thought these would look really beautiful in decor and perhaps for display in my studio. And I grabbed 2 of them, so I have 2 of them for display. Very pretty. I discovered quite by accident that figurines like this is a Florence figurine, that's the brand, can be quite valuable. And she is, what is her name? Charmaine. So she's got her name incised in the bottom there. You can see it right there. And she's a Florence figurine. So this one has a tiny chip on it, right there at the bottom of her umbrella, so it doesn't take away from the view of her. Now, of course, she won't be priced at, you know, full price, but I think she's still quite lovely, and I still think that there are collectors out there that would love to have her, even as just a placeholder. But again, because you can't really tell the damage. I probably wouldn't have seen it right away if they hadn't written on the tag that it was damaged and wear. So anyway, a little bit of blue watercolor, and you wouldn't notice that at all. So I grabbed her because she's got some value to her. I also threw these in my bag. There's 2 of them because I like vintage office products. I don't know how vintage this is, or even if it is vintage, to be quite honest with you. But I like this kind of thing that reminds me of vintage office products. Because what you can do with these is you can fold them over and make little journals out of them, or use them in another journal. And I think that they are wonderful for that reason. And since I was filling a bag, I grabbed them. Every year I am on the hunt for pairs of boots. I'm very selective about the boots that I wear. Because I wore a pair of boots one time that ruined my feet for a very long time, and my feet have come back from that damage, and I don't want to go back there again. So when I found these, I thought, you know what, I'm going to give them a try. I have not tried them on yet. They are my size, and they're in nice condition. You know, they're pretty good. So I picked them up, and I will try them on and see if they work for me. They've got a little bit of a heel, but it's low. It's got plenty of grip. That's another thing. I hate getting boots that look pretty, but they don't function in snow. So this has grip. It's brown like I like. Yeah, so we'll give those a try. All of that I got in that bag for $10. So at the hospital sale, they had an area where you could go and I don't know if it was like more of a boutique area or not, but it was, sorry, my hummingbird came back. I was looking at him. He hasn't come around a whole lot, so I'm like, ooh, look, there he is. Anyway, they had this area, and those items were not part of the fill-a-bag sale, but they were half price. So I picked up this beautiful music box. I got it for $7.50. It's made in Japan, and it plays. It's gorgeous. And it reminds me very much of Joseph Originals, but it is not marked Joseph Originals, so I'm not sure, but it is in outstanding condition. The other stuff that I got from that boutique area at the hospital sale were this vintage dresser set with this beautiful Art Nouveau styled, did I get it right? Art Nouveau styled silver colored brush, comb, and the mirror. Now the mirror is missing the actual mirror part, but part of the reason I picked it up was while we were out, Karina was talking about using, or like a mirror that didn't have a front and doing something art related in there. So I think that would be a good use for that. So probably hang on to this to put something art related in there, and then I will sell off the brush and the comb together. And together they were half price, so I paid $7.50 for the brush and the comb, and I paid $3.50 for the broken mirror. In addition to the wonderful hospitality that Karina showed me and making me my roasted vegetables and dinner, and all of that, she also gave me a bag of some goodies that she was passing along. She does watch my videos, and she had seen the one where I went to the teacher house, if you guys remember that. And I got all of the cool vintage Halloween from the teacher house. So Karina gave me a bag full of stuff, and one of the things in the bag was this very large laminated, oh, I just threw his head off, skeleton. It's an easy fix. It has one of those, what's it, a brad in there. We'll just fix it right back up. So yeah, this is cool. I don't think I'm going to sell it. It's probably going to go on the door of my studio at Halloween time. Look at how cool it is. I love it. She gave me this cool reflector. Or actually, it might even just be an ornament, but it's very fun. This will be nice to use in art. And she knows I like my smalls. So she gave me this little red, white, and blue piece here. It was a pin, probably somebody, you know, back in the day just put on their lapel or whatever for something. There were two of those in there. This is fun. Look at these little skates. And these are older. Look at the pin. A bicentennial pin, 1976. Cool. Also great for 4th of July. All those things that we were just looking at. And then these, which I was so thrilled to get. I saw her haul these one time, and these are awesome. These are all medical cards. And I'm not sure if these were for like graduation. It says to admit somebody, or maybe for a lecture or something. But they are from the 1880s. This one has 1882 on it. Look at that. Look at that font. Isn't that gorgeous? I don't know what I'll do with these, but I'm really, really thrilled to have them. So I had such an amazing time while I was with her. It was such a good trip, you guys, between the Antiques Festival that I went to and then spending all that time with Karina. I had a great time. And the Antiques Festival was an added bonus because I was trying to figure out when I could go out to see her and spend some time with her, and it just all worked out fabulously. So thanks, Karina, if you're watching this. I enjoyed my time so much. You were such a gracious hostess. I loved it. And please tell my little friends, Cutie Patootie and Randall Candle, that I said hi and I enjoyed spending time with them as well. While I was with Karina, she took me to a number of fabulous places, and one of the places that she took me was actually to help out at her church's rummage sale. They were getting ready, gearing up to do their rummage sale, and so they had to put stuff out and price things and do all kinds of stuff. So she and I Well, she worked long hours, man. She spent 2 days there, long hours doing this. I spent about 2.5 hours there before I headed back to Adamstown, Pennsylvania for the Antiques Festival. And we worked mainly on Christmas. And so I saw and got to purchase a few wonderful Christmas items. There are 2 things that I have saved back for Thriftmas in July that will be in another video, but I will show you the rest. I saw this and I'm like, oh, I collect these. So I do. I collect these one-legged Santas, as I call them. They, of course, do have both of their legs, but he's standing on one leg, and that's just my way of referring to them. So I grabbed him. He is definitely vintage, and I love him. And he's in very good shape, although I think they have his belt attached with cellophane tape, and he is missing just a little bit of his flocking, but and maybe some of his beard. I keep looking at his beard, wondering if this is the way it was supposed to be or if there was more. But it doesn't matter. He's adorable, and he's staying with me. My goal is to one of these days do an entire display with these toppers. I've seen other people do them and they look fabulous. And regardless, these look fabulous in a display. What I like to do is I like to put them in vases. So they already have good vertical space, good height to them. But when you put them in a vase to hold them standing straight up, you can vary the heights of them in your display. So this color could actually be used for 4th of July. It could be used for Valentine's Day as well as Christmas. I don't come across them very often, and I don't know if this is plastic or if it's glass. It's very thin and very hard, if that makes sense. So at first I thought it was glass, but I'm not so sure now. But it is, I don't even know if you can see in there, it is silvered on the inside. And doesn't matter to me. I'm going to hang on to it and it's going to go in my display. But it's possible that I got a nice glass one, and if that's the case, I really did well. So I got this whole box of Shiny Brights here for $15 and the box, and I will fix up the box. And I'll show you the ornaments rather quickly. There's this one. By the way, I thought that was a really good deal. So I was really happy with that. So one of the items that I am saving for the Thriftmas in July is another box of ornaments. I didn't think we needed to look at all 3. This one has a little broken tip, but that's okay. If you can't hang your vintage ornaments, by the way, if they do happen to have a little bit of damage on the edge, which is very, very common for these vintage glass ornaments, it's just put them in a bowl, a pretty glass bowl, and they look gorgeous that way. A bell, I love these. I inherited some of these from my family's estate as well that my mom saved for years and years. Here's this one. This one. Some of these will be eventually for sale. Some of them I will keep. And at this moment, I'm not sure which is which, so I like this one. It's beautiful. It's broken on the inside. Can you tell? It's still pretty though. This would be cool in a basket. And I tell you, the way this one's broken, it's actually kind of, I don't know, I don't think it's that noticeable. It is, but it's not glaringly obvious. And that one. I got this whole box of ornaments also for $15, including the box. The box isn't that special, but the ornaments are really special. Look at how gorgeous. So here's another way that you can display these types of beautiful vintage ornaments if you don't want to hang them on your tree. You can purchase ornament hanger stands and you can hang them off of that. This is a plain one, but very vintage. Oh, look at this. This one is fabulous. Look. Interesting. I wonder what those shapes on the side are supposed to be. There's some vintage glitter here too, which has tarnished over time. Beautiful. Oh my God. I love this. Look at this one. Oh my gosh. This is fabulous. It does have a little break up there, but it is still amazing. And in this case, if I didn't want to try to hang it for fear that I might break it more, this is one that you could just lay in a bowl like that, or you could find a vase that you could stick this into that would hold it like that. But gorgeous. And then here's just another plain one. This is a pretty color. This is a see-through red color. Beautiful. Beautiful. I also found and picked up a bag of reflectors. I like to have these on hand for art. They look really nice in certain projects that you can use them in. They kind of almost look like flowers. But I picked up theirs. Oh, and these are red, white, and blue. These would be awesome for July 4th as well. Here's the pretty blue. Look at that. And the red. And by red, white, and blue, I mean red, silver, and blue. And then there's a few of these. I think that these might even be plastic. I don't think that they're that old. But they are good for arts and crafts as well. I also picked this up. Look at how fun this is. It's an actual full package of stuff to make these little sequin guys. And I think I'm actually going to do it. I think I'm going to create these in a video or something. Who knows, maybe even a live. I've been taking a little break from my Mornings with Mimi, but I do Mornings with Mimi on Tuesdays at 10 a.m. Eastern. From time to time. Like I said, I take a little break because I've been busy this summer. But maybe I'll do it there. I don't know. Who knows? But yeah, make sure that you have rung the bell so that if I do go live on Tuesday morning, you'll know about it. And then keep an eye out. I also like to post things pretty regularly on Instagram too. So Mimi's Treasure Cottage on Instagram. But yep, grab that. And that is it from the church rummage sale. And you know, it's really funny. I told all of them, and I don't know if they think I'm nuts or not, but I really enjoyed that. And even though I didn't buy a whole lot, I just totally enjoyed. First of all, I enjoyed spending time with Karina. That was a lot of fun. And sometimes when you're working with somebody, it just, you know, is more of a bonding time, if that makes sense. But I really enjoyed pulling things out of the boxes and seeing what everything was, even though I wasn't going to buy it and wasn't that interested in it. That's probably why I enjoy thrifting and antiquing so much. I just like discovering new things. So I don't know about you. Is that why you do it? Why do you do it? Why do you like thrifting and antiquing? What's your take on all of that? Thanks for joining me, everybody. If you are new to my channel, I would love if you would subscribe. Hit the bell so you know if I go live or post new content. I do have live sales every Wednesday night at 6 p.m. Eastern on my channel, and it would be so much fun if you would join us there. You don't have to purchase anything. We really have a good time in the live chat, and I also usually play live trivia, so it's really, really a fun time. And if you're new, I hope we'll see you again soon. Thanks everybody for joining me, and thanks to everybody who's been a long-time subscriber as well. I love you guys and I appreciate you so much. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.